What's up, guys? Back with another Twinmotion tutorial. I'm going to show you how to create a floor plan using Twinmotion. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to go to our library, and then we're going to go to tools, and then we're going to go to section. So here we have our section cube. Alright, so you can use the section cube in different ways. But for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a floor plan out of your 3D model / renderings. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is we're going to go to our section cube. I'm going to drag out our section cube out here. Okay, so now as you can see, we have our section cube out, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull it up or move it up to the top. All right, so we want our section cube to be right above our roof. Okay, so as you can see, we are not just above our roof yet, so we're going to move it above our roof. All right, so as you can see, we're above our roof. You may notice that our section cube doesn't cover the full surface of the roof. So what we want to do is we want to scale or change the scale of our section cube. All right, so in order to do that, we're going to go to our scale tool right up here at the top at our shortcut list, and we're going to click that. And as you can see, now we have some little nodes that we can actually adjust for our size preference. Okay, so we're gonna move this green one over. All right, as you can see, we're starting to cover more surface of our roof, and we will adjust the same on the opposite side. All right, so now you can see that our section cube is covering our roof. Okay, so guys, don't forget to smash that like button for me and hit the notification bell. And if you have any comments, don't be afraid to leave it down below the description box. All right, so now that we have that settled, we're gonna go back to our move tool / translate tool. All right, and we're just gonna move that down. So as we're moving it down, you'll start to see our roof disappear. Okay, so this is showing our floor plan. Okay, so it's showing our floor plan. All right, so now you'll see several different options in our floor plan. So we have our enable, then we have our color adjustments, and we can change the thickness of it as well. So if you want to change the thickness, you can see some of our roof coming back, but you can see that you can make adjustments to it. So we're going to keep it at 2, and you can also enable or disable it by clicking on the check mark of an enable feature here. Okay, you can also invert it, where it will cut off half of the bottom of our section of our 3D model, and you can leave that off. Therefore, it would bring us back to our floor plan. And this is what we want. We want to see just the floor plan level of it. Okay, so now that we have that, what's next is we're going to change our view. We're going to go to the eye tool here, and we're just going to change our view. So we're going to go to views, and we're going to click on the top. Okay, so now you see the top portion of our floor plan, and you may ask yourself, well, I can't see that. I don't understand what's going on here. It looks blurry. That's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our plus sign. We're going to add an image. All right, so that adds our image, and we're going to name our image. So we're going to click on the 3 dots. We're going to rename it. and we'll name it floor plan render. Okay, so now that we have it named, we're gonna go to our settings here. So we're gonna go ahead and use the path tracer just so we can see the floor plan better. So we can go to path tracer and we can hit path tracer. So as you can see, you're starting to see it render. So right now we're going to keep it on medium, and we're going to make some adjustments to our floor plan. So stick around to the end. You'll have really nice results with this. All right, so we're going to go to our environment tab, and we're going to adjust our time of day. So we're going to make it 12:30. I'm going to go to our details. Right now our sun intensity is at 100,000, which is standard. We're going to change that to 100. Sun size is fine. Sun reflection, we don't need to change any of these guys, but we will change our ambient. So right now it's at 1, we'll make it 2. Okay, so we're going to scroll down. All right, so now we have our location. So we have our sun north offset. Okay, so one of the things you want to ask yourself, okay, what location do you want your sun to come through? So we're going to do 30 degrees. Okay, so that's putting our sun more so on this on our right side here. Okay, so now we're going to go to details, and we can change our month. I'm gonna keep it at July, which is fine for me. I want to have a certain look, so we're gonna go to our HDRI environment, and we're going to enable that. Okay, so now that we enable that, we have two options. We have sky dome or backdrop HDRI. I'm gonna use the backdrop HDRI, which activates our approaching storm, which is the one that we want to utilize. Okay, so as you can see, you're starting to see our floor plan look a lot more noticeable, which is great. It's looking good, but there are still a few adjustments that I want to make to this floor plan rendering. So stick around, and don't forget to smash that like button for me. All right, so now we have intensity. So my intensity right now is at 1. I'm gonna crank that up to 5. And we're gonna change the rotation to 90 degrees. Kind of bring some shadows in. As you start to see, when I made that rotation, you start to see the shadows come in, which looks really nice in your floor plan. Okay, so we're gonna leave the match sun to HDRI. We're gonna leave that checked. We're gonna go to details. This looks good. All right, so now I'm gonna go to camera. I'm gonna make some adjustments to our exposure. All right, so we'll leave our auto exposure checked, and let's change our exposure down. So right now it's at 1. As you can see, if you raise your exposure up, it starts to blow out the image. I want this to be a little darker, so I'm gonna do at 0.55. All right, so we're gonna go to now our white balance. Right now it's at 6500K. I'm gonna bring it up to 6800. And then we have our local exposure. We'll leave that enabled. And then we're gonna go to our highlights. So right now our highlights is at 0.50. I want to max out my highlights, okay? And then I want to max out my shadows. All right, so now we have our lens, and our lens is at 18 millimeters. This is fine. We may make adjustments later, but I think we'll be okay. So let's go to our details and start looking at vignetting. So vignetting is gonna kind of darken our corners around here, around our image, and I'm going to make it darker. So right now it's at 40%. I'm gonna do 65%. Okay, so now I'm gonna do sharpness. My sharpness is at 0%. I want to sharpen the look of my image, and it's gonna sharpen a lot of the assets that are showing in the 3D rendering. floor plan. So right now it's at 0%. I want to bring that up to 45%. Chromatic abrasion, we're gonna make it at 1. Then we're gonna go to, okay, so we could use depth of field, but I believe we're okay. Film back, we're gonna change. We're just gonna make it a 4K image. All right, so now we're gonna go back to our rendering. Before we do that, you can see my other options here. Don't forget to hit that like button for me and subscribe. All right, so let's go to FX. Let's make some changes to our color grading. Right now, our contrast is at 50%, and I want to change that to 65%. All right, so you're starting to see my surroundings, my landscape to look darker, more saturated, which is what we want. It's starting to look very colorful, starting to bring out that floor plan, this nice wood tone, and I like this. All right, so let's go to our saturation. Our saturation is at 50%. I'm gonna make it 55%. All right, so we are gonna put a color gradient on it. As you know, Twinmotion has different options, several good options, but for this one, I'm gonna stick to blue tint. All right, so we're gonna scroll down and we're gonna select blue tint. All right. So also one of the things that I did do is that we could go to filter and add a line light, but as you can see, if you add line light, it starts to make some of my walls look a little rigid, and to me it's too sharp. So let's not add that one. We're going to select none. Okay. All right, so now let's go to render, and right now we're at medium. You know, you can bump it up a lot higher, depending on your computer capabilities. We're gonna go to 2048, and now I'm gonna hit the max bounce to 15. Okay, we're gonna leave emissive materials checked. We're gonna leave our denoiser checked, and for our fireflies, we're gonna leave it at 30. Okay. All right, so with our image here, one more thing I want to do is you can actually change the orientation by using roll angle. So right now it's at 90 degrees. We can put 0. So this is the orientation that I want. So we just changed that. And then right now our output size is at full HD. We're gonna make it 4K. Okay. And then details, we're gonna do tile rendering. Guys, we'll be back with another one.